In a world where skill sets are more important than a degree, is MBA really worth it? Check out the entire video to know if you should be doing an MBA or not in 2021. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Mansi Sangvi, and here's where we talk about product management, career, interviews, and any skills that will help you in your personal and professional life. In today's video, we're going to talk about if MBA is worth it in 2021 or not. So let's begin. Now, these days is a trend that a degree doesn't matter, a certification doesn't matter, skill set is what is more important. Now, I have also done an MBA, and let me tell you that there were a lot of things that I did not know before I went into an MBA, and that has definitely helped me in my professional life, making the right kind of decision, structuring my thoughts, working in an organized way, and a lot of subjects which I never thought I would have deep dived into, like operations, sales, business management, just a lot of things that we think we know, but the moment you actually go and study and deep dive into it, you have a revelation like, oh, I did not know about this. And as a person, I think one of the most important qualities that you can have is just the overall curiosity to learn. But when we talk about an MBA, definitely it is a huge financial investment. So in this video, I'm going to help you decide if an MBA is good for you or not in the year 2021. A lot of students who are training with me on different things come and ask me if I should do an MBA or not, or what kind of impact will an MBA have on my particular career or things that I want to pursue in my life. And there's no one straight answer to it, which is why I want you to sit down with a pen and paper while you're watching this video, because here's where I'll be asking you a lot of questions and you will be writing down the answers to the same. It is a very different answer for everybody, and like I mentioned, there is no right or wrong answer to deciding if you should be doing an MBA or not. So first, let's understand what are some of the major reasons why people want to get into an MBA. The first reason is money. So I am earning an X amount, I want to make more money in the next few years, and which is why an MBA will help me boost my career, or my current employer has requested me to do an MBA and promised that if I do an MBA then I will definitely excel in my current profession. Or it could also be that I want to migrate to another country, and the best possible way for me to migrate is by doing a certain degree, by doing an MBA or something equivalent, and then going on a student visa and then migrating to that new country. So think about it, ask yourself this question: what is the reason I want to do an MBA right now? Go ahead, answer this for you, and then we'll move on to the next section. The second thing that we need to evaluate is the total investment required for doing your MBA. Now, you'll be like, yeah, of course, I know the college tuition fees. It's around 10 lakhs or 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs, depending from where you want to pursue it. But let me tell you, that is a big miscalculation. What you need to look at is not just the college fees and your tuition fees, but also things like your housing, your food expenses. There will be miscellaneous costs attached to it, which could be 10% overall in the 2 years or 1 year that you're pursuing your MBA for. Finally, the fourth and the most important element is, what is the opportunity cost of doing your MBA? Now, a lot of people don't look at this, but I think it is very important, especially if you're already working right now. Then what is it that you're making on a yearly basis? And think of it like, if you're letting go of that salary, and there would be an increment of say 5 to 10%. So the next year you would be getting your current plus that increment. Now you're letting go of that money as well. So don't forget to add that particular cost as well. So overall, your investment in your MBA is not just your tuition fees, but it is your tuition fees, your housing fees, your miscellaneous costs, and the opportunity cost of going ahead and doing this MBA. Always remember that. Now sit down with your pen and paper and go ahead and write down each of these elements into that paper. Great, now we know how much we have to go and spend for the MBA. How are you going to go ahead and sponsor it? Are you getting a scholarship? Are you going to go ahead and take a loan? Are you going to burn out your savings? How are you going to go and pay for your MBA? Now, if you're going to take a loan for it, then add the interest amount as well, because that is also something that will come to you eventually. Even if you're taking an educational loan, even if you have to go and pay it after you get a job, doesn't matter, but definitely add that interest percentage. You can just Google it, what is the average percentage for educational loan in the country in which you are applying, or if you're in India, wherever you're at, and then add that into your total amount. The next thing that we are going to look at or evaluate is how much would you be making without an MBA. So now you want to compare A versus B, right? So now the A part is, if you're already working right now at an X amount is your salary on a yearly basis, keep on adding 10% in your salary, so you will know in the next 20 to 25 years on an average how much are you going to make. Now part B is, how much would you make if you are graduating from the university that you're aspiring to do your MBA from? And then keep adding 10% and see in 20 to 25 years where is that number. Then compare A and B and see if it really makes sense or not. Now, after all this, the final question is an MBA worth it? Now, if you did the exercise before and if you have a comparison of A and B, if you're doing an MBA is at least 50% or more than what you would be getting without an MBA, then yeah, maybe that's a good decision for you. Second aspect to look at is the jobs that you are seeking for. Like, what is it that you want out of your MBA? Is it because it's a fashion trend, like everybody is doing it? Or is it because I want to get into a PhD, I want to do something in life that definitely needs an MBA? Then it really doesn't matter. You will have to go and do an MBA because that's what your education, your profession, your career aspires to be. The second aspect to this entire quadrant is, if you are a working professional and if your company is paying for you, or if you're planning to do a part-time MBA, then you don't have to overthink so much. MBA will definitely add value to what you're currently doing. So now think about it in this way. What is the average salary of people who are passing out from the university from where you want to apply for? Are you going to apply in India? Are you going to go apply abroad? What is the average salary that looks like in the next 5 to 10 years? What is the opportunity in terms of jobs that you're going to look at? Evaluating all of that, you will have a clear financial decision if an MBA is really worth it for you or not. I hope that this video helped you in making a decision on should you be doing an MBA or not. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel because that keeps me motivated to keep creating these awesome videos for you guys. I will see you in the next week.